What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are feeling well today. If this is your first time here, my name's Jeremy.
I'm Jillian.
And happy Home Friday to you all. I cannot wait to check this out.
Every Friday is the best day ever.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love it. And like, we've learned so much about these guys. We've had Tim give us a little shout out and Connor a shout out.
He deserves it.
This has just been so amazing, this whole journey with Home Free and all of our home fries out there, especially this amazing one who donated for this song. Thank you so much, Ruth. Really appreciate it. And this is our first time ever doing a story time with Tim.
Oh, fun fact. So Ruth donated this story time like a month ago, and we're just getting to it after all the holiday songs.
Apologies.
But she knew because of all the holiday stuff. But Ruth has since donated another story time Tim compilation. Well, there's story time, and then there's another one for moving on, and I don't know what the third one is, but that's going to be coming soon. So there's a lot of stuff coming in 2024 with Home Free. And just in terms of the new year, I'm excited for us to continually evolve past just the reactions and do more things like interviewing Home Free, going to a Home Free concert and doing maybe a live or some cool things like that.
I think that would be awesome.
Yeah, stick around for the journey, guys.
Yeah, 2024 is going to be a fun year.
Yeah,
so
it is.
Can't wait to show you guys what we've got coming up. But for now, we're going to get into this video. But before we do, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button right there. And now let's check it out. This is
Story Time with Tim.
I'm excited for our first story time with Tim.
Yeah, I wonder what this is going to be about.
Texas, give it up for that.
At a winery.
How
cool.
Nashville.
I know a lot of you, you want to tell me like how far you came and you're like really proud of it. We came all the way from Alabama. Did you not sense the sarcasm in that? That's Alabama for you.
Yeah, there you go.
But the point is, I'm sure a lot of you came from all over
What's
North
that
America.
cord hanging there for? Is like somebody playing acoustic guitar or something? No, got some Deutsche Leute.
So shut up, the rest of you.
Sassy boy.
My fan base is my demographic. The core demographic is
Oh, there's drums back there. This is like a whole band.
Yeah.
Wait, can you rewind it?
Yeah.
I didn't hear what he said.
my demographic. The core demographic is seasoned.
Yeah.
Seasoned.
Seasoned.
That's awfully politically correct.
I mean, when I'm looking around and I see a lot of salt and pepper. That's what I mean by seasoned. But it wasn't a demographic that I set out to attain. But like most things in my life, it just worked out in my best interest.
Okay.
Because
That's
of course,
great.
when you first getting into music, like in my case, like most men, you're trying to impress young girls. And then I learned pretty quickly that young girls don't have money to spend on me. So I just want to preface this story by saying I'm happy to have all you seasoned fans. Just know that thank you for being here and for spending your money on me. There wasn't much applause because they're all holding their cameras right now to capture this story time. And they're all going to race to be the first ones to upload it to YouTube. But anyway.
Thank you for whoever posted this one for watching. You win.
I'm going to tell a couple stories that are sort of about my seasoned fans. And just thinking back to what got me, what motivated me in the first
are we
place
seasoned?
to get into music, start writing music.
I don't know.
Versus where I am. So this
Probably.
is called Look.
I got
Ma,
some white in the
I'm a
beard.
rock star.
Look, Ma, I'm a rock star.
I sing with a group called Home Free. Anyone heard of them?
Woo!
I was doing a show not that long ago, and again, when you get into
Look at
music,
his coat.
you visualize, undergarments being thrown at you on stage, and that hasn't happened one time. My fans said like root beer on stage, and that's neat. I prefer that actually. But I did get a hat thrown at me recently. It was a ball cap, and it was during the encore last song, so I put it on my head, did the rest of the song, and then went off stage and took it off and looked inside of it and quickly regretted putting it on my head.
Yeah, that was the first thing I thought.
My health or hygiene to have done that. But then I realized
when you're in the moment,
I felt something kind of inside the hat. There was a zipper, and there was clearly a wad of something in there. And I was worried it was money. You know, if it was money, I was going to return it to the person who threw the hat. Most of it. $1. It was Sweet and Low packets.
Sweet and Low?
Look, Mom, a rock star. I'm getting Sweet and Low.
Oh my God.
That's great.
Let's see, well, I had another story that's already escaped me, so maybe...
Sweet and Low is what they call Tim and Austin, right?
Some of you
Sweet and Low?
know this story.
I don't know.
There is a spinoff. You guys will fill us in. I'm pretty sure it's Sweet and Low, and
It sounds familiar.
Tim and Austin in their side projects. You guys correct us.
Let us know.
It's like, I know enough to be dangerous, but I wonder if there was any like inclination.
If they do they have like a whole catalog of material under Sweet and Low?
I mean, we've
that
watched.
Would be cool.
Well, I can't remember the names now because anyways, I'm older and I have a bad memory. I can't remember the name of all these songs we do.
She's not older, she's seasoned.
I'm seasoned.
According to
my brain
TimFoust.
is seasoned. But we've done videos of Austin and Tim. That one like with all the cicadas in the back.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name, but all the cicadas that we were like, wow,
yeah,
I can't believe we didn't hear
yeah.
the cicadas.
Yeah.
So I wonder if that was Sweet and Low. Anyways, this
I
whole
don't
thing
know.
about Sweet and Low is like, did the guy just carry him around so he can make sure that he had his like sweetened tea when he goes, or is it for the band?
You know, I can't hate on that because when we travel with crushed red pepper flakes.
A fun fact about us.
And we're starting to contemplate traveling with the little packets of creamer because I like a certain kind of cream in my coffee, like vanilla or hazelnut or something, like Coffee Mate, whatever. I need some kind of sweetness in my coffee. And so many times we'll be at a hotel that doesn't have any of that. And then I got to use the white sugar, the normal white sugar. And I'd rather just use my little cream. So now we're traveling with crushed red pepper flakes because I love my spicy stuff.
Yeah.
And creamer.
Yeah,
So, you know, maybe I'm getting seasoned where I actually travel with these things.
I don't know.
I ain't throwing it at
This
nobody,
is funny.
though. That's for me.
Yeah, I know. Sorry for the distraction.
Karen knows it really well.
Our own story
I
time.
think the biggest moment in my career thus far that has just filled me with joy and made me say with gusto and tongue-in-cheek, look, Ma, I'm a rock star. And that was when I hit a low note and it knocked a lady's false teeth out of her mouth.
Oh my gosh, seriously?
Y'all, I'm not making this stuff up. This is
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Awesome?
Really happened.
That is awesome.
It's her sister. I'm just gonna tell you. It's not her. It's her sister. If you don't believe me, ask her, and she'll tell you.
Oh
all
my
about that.
God, that's
And,
hilarious.
Finally, I would like to just make sure we really kick this evening off with a bang. So I'm gonna close out story time by talking about barnacle penis.
Did he say barnacle penis?
I didn't know barnacles had penises.
I've never
Guess
said
we're about to
anything
learn.
that got that reaction. Some people just yell that out at shows now, and it means nothing to most people. It just sounds like Tourette's, you know?
Right?
So, in case you've heard barnacle penis being yelled out at my show, and I'll tell you why. I was doing a show in Portland, Oregon, and a friend of mine named Catherine Roy came to that show, and she is a children's author and illustrator. And she is specialized in a lot of nautical, aquatic stuff, a lot of sea life. And so she's gotten to do some really cool things like live on ships with marine biologists
Cool.
and study marine life and learn a lot of interesting factoids. And the one she shared with me moments before I went on stage is that up to 90% of a barnacle's body can be its penis. Now,
Listen to the woman.
Can be. Can be.
These are science words.
Can
So
be?
grow up. This isn't cheap humor. It's not just cheap humor anyway. This is about science, so let's all learn something together. I'll be honest, barnacles weren't really on my radar before that conversation, but all of a sudden I'm filled with admiration for those little creatures.
I mean,
anyway,
it's got my mind
to
peaked.
explain that, you know, they're fixed in place, and they have to be able to reach other barnacles fixed in other places, sometimes at distance.
He's trying so hard to be.
Now, aren't you? That's not my fault. Anyway, she shared that with me, and our truck driver John overheard this, and John came over to me right before I went on stage, and he said, "I'll bet you $20 you can't get barnacle penis into your show tonight." Well, John owes me about $160 at this point. 180, counting tonight. Yeah, I took that bet, and I talked about barnacle penises, peni? I don't know, for some time during that show, and without warning, my bandmates were not privy to this conversation, nor did they hear the bet. So all of a sudden, I'm just talking about barnacle peni in the show, and I hear Rob off microphone say, "What the hell is happening right now?" And then we got around to the whole point of the story, and it was a fun experience. We all learned something together, and I thought that would be it. I thought, all right, one and done, and I was wrong, because we got to the next show, which was in Idaho Falls. And there was a sign language interpreter on stage with us.
Oh, no.
I wasn't going to squander that opportunity.
Time to have some fun.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So,
I love it.
I told that story again, and I said it a lot. I really said it a bunch of times because the audience seemed to enjoy it. You know, I'd say barnacle penis, and then us, like the whole audience and us, would all turn and look at this poor lady.
The sign language.
But she would just go.
That's so great.
And then sign it, and it turns out there is not a sign for barnacle, so she had to spell it out.
Oh no!
Does anyone know how to do that? Yeah.
B. Oh,
There it was. That's barnacle.
Woo! Yeah.
The part about that. There is, however, a sign for the next word. And would you like to learn it?
What is that sign?
Okay. It's real simple. I don't know the origin of it, but you're welcome in advance. Here's how it goes.
Get that thing out of my face.
What?
For this side of the room.
That's great.
Why is that? I like this better.
No, get that thing out of here. Come on now. You guys, help me. What is wrong with you?
That's too much.
Someone please help this man. Help me. God, I can't even. I'm laughing, crying so hard. You guys, I'm going to deflect the situation.
Why?
I'm just going to say I'm sorry.
How can you deflect this?
Get that thing. Edit that out. I can't even blame you guys for doing this. Get away with that thing? Ruth. See what Storytime is doing? I don't know if we're going to be allowed to do any more of these. Sorry, guys.
Oh.
Sorry, children.
That was great. That was great. Yeah,
it was. Of course it was. It was hysterical. Minus you naughty boy.
Why are you hating on me? I'm trying to figure out my sign language. I'm trying to be educated, okay? Like, I want to speak to the people that are deaf that can't, understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. I think
they're going to understand whatever that was. No, get it off.
That's my baby arm holding an apple.
Get it off. I'm so sorry. We probably should
So
re-record this.
now that we've completely gone off the rails, no, we don't need to re-record. I mean, Tim is the one that brought this whole thing upon us.
Oh my gosh, this is going downhill real quick.
Yeah.
Look, I gotta apologize. My nose just keeps running. I'm getting over RSV, and I just having to keep wipe my nose. I tried not to bring in the tissues, but whenever I'm crying and laughing, it just keeps running and running and running.
Yeah.
And
Anyways.
this is no exception.
This was, oh my God, that was pretty funny. So thank you very much, Ruth. We needed that laugh.
Thank you, Ruth.
What a way to start out Home Friday with Barnacle Penis. I mean,
I know. I'm kind of like gonna.
That's awesome.
Jeez.
I love story time. Tim is hilarious. We definitely got to get with him one of these days. We got to bring this up.
Barnacle penis?
Yeah. You know
That's
what?
gonna go over real
I'm
well.
going to have to go like this to him a couple times and just see if he knows. This was a lot of fun, and I hope you guys got as big of a laugh as we did because this was, no, I'm not sorry. This was a blast.
Sorry.
We're going to get on out and get on to the next Home Friday song. But before we do,
God help us all.
hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and we'll talk to y'all soon, my friends.
Wish me luck.
Peace.